Hi friends, welcome to Swati Surbhi Astro. Hope you all are doing well nowadays. Today in this video, we would be talking about the current transit of Saturn in the sign of Aquarius, but we would be viewing the results of this transit from a very different perspective. You might have seen many videos on the transit of Saturn, but there are three ways of checking the results of any planetary transit. The first way is from the ascendant or from the lagna, which is the most common method. The second way is from the moon sign, which affects you mentally. And the third way is when you check it from the planets which are actually present in your birth chart. So we would be discussing about this third way of looking at Saturn's transit. Now, first you have to check the signs of all the planets in your birth chart. You should check which planet of your birth chart is present in the sign of Aquarius. You know why? Because Saturn is currently transiting in the sign of Aquarius only. So let us talk if Sun, suppose if Sun is present in the sign of Aquarius in your birth chart. So then this means that Saturn is currently transiting over your natal Sun. So what can be the impact of this? There can be a loss of reputation for you in this period. You can face problems in your job. You can have conflicts with your bosses, with higher authorities. There can be loss of money too. Your physical health can also decline. You can have differences of opinion with your father as well in this period because Sun is the karka for father in astrology. So what can be the karmic remedy? What can be the karmic solution for this? So if Saturn is transiting over your natal Sun, then you should obviously worship Lord Sun early in the morning. You should respect your father. You should avoid any kind of differences of opinion with your father. And you should also avoid any kind of arguments with the higher authorities. Now, if suppose Moon is present in the sign of Aquarius in your main birth chart, then this means that Saturn is currently transiting over your natal Moon. Now, this period is also called the Sati peak period. So there can be a lack of domestic happiness experienced by you in this period. Your physical as well as mental health both can decline to some extent. There could be ups and downs experienced by you in your career, and you may feel very much unhappy, very much anxious, or very much worried from within in this duration. So what can be the karmic solution? What can be the karmic remedy to make this transit a better one for yourself? First of all, you should drink a lot of water. You should try keeping yourself hydrated throughout the period of this transit. You should respect your mother. You should try to keep your mother happy. And you should also try to keep motherly figures happy in your lifetime. Now, if suppose your Mars is present in the sign of Aquarius, then this means that Saturn is transiting over your natal Mars. So you can become accident prone in this period. There can be accidents in journeys while traveling. You can have unnecessary fights, unnecessary arguments with those around you. There can be fear of some sudden event. There can be some unknown fear which can trouble you constantly. You can feel indecisive. And you can take a lot of time in working upon your plans. You can also be prone to catching infections in this period. So what can be the karmic solution or the karmic remedy for you? You should try to avoid aggression. You should try to avoid indulging yourself in any kinds of unnecessary fights or arguments with others. And you should also try to work out a lot in the gym. Now, if your Mercury is placed in the sign of Aquarius, this means that Saturn is transiting over your natal Mercury. So you can feel very worried, very anxious in this period. You know, there can be failure in your attempts to perform well in your exams. You can feel frustrated. There can be breaks or delays, or some kind of hurdle can be experienced by you in the field of education. So what is the karmic solution, or what is the karmic remedy for this? Well, you should stop being over analytical. You should stop criticizing others. You should keep your communication very sweet and polite with others. So doing these three simple karmic remedies can help you make the most of this transit. Now, if your Jupiter is placed in the sign of Aquarius, then this means that Saturn is currently transiting over your natal Jupiter. So now there can be two situations in this. If your Jupiter is very strong, well placed and unafflicted in your chart, then you can you can get very good results of this transit. There can be good gains in your business. You can prosper financially in this period. However, if your Jupiter is weak, badly placed or afflicted in your chart, then you can incur losses in this duration. There can be unexpected problems in your life, and you may also feel very much worried for your children in this period. So what can be the karmic remedy or the karmic solution for this? You should respect your gurus, you should respect your teachers, spiritual people, and you should follow the ethical path to make the most of this transit for yourself. Now, if your Saturn is in the sign of Aquarius, then this means that Saturn is currently transiting over your natal Saturn itself. So this is a very important transit for you. If Saturn is a functional benefic planet for you, like when it can be a functional benefic planet for you, if your ascendant is Taurus, if your ascendant is Libra, if your ascendant is Capricorn, or even if your ascendant is Aquarius, then Saturn can be a very good planet for you in this case. So if it is a functionally benefic planet for you, then you can expect to get very good results from this transit. But if it is a functional malefic planet for you, then you can face delays and setbacks in all your endeavors in this period. So you really need to have patience. What can be the karmic solution? You need to have patience, you need to persevere a lot, you need to be disciplined, you need to keep working hard, and also you need to keep your behavior very much polite and sweet, especially with colleagues and co-workers at your place of work. Now, if suppose your Venus is in the sign of Aquarius in your main birth chart, then this means that Saturn is currently transiting over your natal Venus. So what can be the impact of this? There can be a lot of problems in your married life in this period. There can be a lack of happiness and a lack of inner peace experienced by you in this period. You can have conflicts with your business partner as well. You can face losses in your business. There can also be loss of wealth in this duration. So what can be the karmic remedy or the karmic solution for this? You should try your best to keep your spouse happy in this period. You should not cheat your spouse in any manner whatsoever, and you should try your best to be true to your spouse in this duration. Now, if your Rahu is placed in the sign of Aquarius, then this means that Saturn is currently transiting over your natal Rahu. If Rahu is well placed in your chart, say if it is placed in the 3rd house, 6th house, or even in the 11th house of your main birth chart, then this period can be that of happiness and prosperity for you. You can get success in this period. If, however, your Rahu is placed in any other house apart from these 3 houses, then there can be a rise in the number of your enemies in this duration. You can even be required to work harder than usual. You can face problems in accumulating good amount of wealth in this period. So what can be the karmic remedy or the karmic solution for this? Well, you should not try to be overly materialistic. You should keep your ambitions in check. You should avoid being greedy, and you should also try to keep your expectations as much reasonable as possible. Now, if your Ketu is placed in the sign of Aquarius in your main birth chart, then this means that Saturn is currently transiting over your natal Ketu. So if Ketu is placed in the 3rd, 6th and 11th houses of your main birth chart, then you can get very good results in this duration. If, however, Ketu is both badly placed, it is weak also, and it is afflicted also in your main birth chart, then there can be hindrances in your day-to-day work which can be felt by you on a daily basis. You can feel a sense of detachment towards the things represented by the house in which Ketu is placed in your chart. So, you can prefer isolation rather than enjoying in the company of others in this period. You can become aloof from others. You can become suspicious. You can lack a good level of trust on others. You can also change your job, or you can have a strong urge to quit your current job in this period. So what can be the karmic remedy or what can be the karmic solution for this? The best solution for this is you should meditate. You should meditate every day for 10 minutes at least before going to sleep. So if you do this karmic remedy, then you can be able to make the most of this transit for yourself. So friends, this was all in this video. I hope you all liked this video. If you all liked it and if you gained even some little knowledge through this video, then please do share it with your friends and with the other members of your family. And please do subscribe my channel. The name of my channel is Swati Surbhi Astro. I would keep putting in more efforts to bring in more interesting videos for you in the future as well. Thank you.